Hey, Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. I thank you again for joining me today. Today I want to do an interesting book review. I encourage you to get this book. I just got done reading it. It's called The Brother of Jesus and the Lost Teachings of Christianity by Jeffrey J. Butz. Right here, the brother of Jesus. Yes, Jesus had brothers and sisters, half siblings. And the one in here they're talking about mostly is James the Just, the apostle, the true leader of the Messianic movement after Yeshua died and was resurrected and ascended up to the heaven. But anyways, this book here is 220 pages. It's an old book, of course. Trying to think when it was, the copyright on it is 2005, and word of mouth. I came across this book by word of mouth. I was watching some kind of a show, and they brought up this book about how James is an unsung hero. He's the church later on, the Gentile church. What they did was to try to get away from the Jewishness of Jesus so much. What they had to do was downplay or even eliminate the memory of James, and he was the leader of the church. And Paul says that in Galatians. If you read Galatians, he brings up James being the leader. He's one of the pillar apostles. It was in order. James, he had Peter and John. Had the three of them. They were the pillars. And the other one you find is the first Jerusalem council and the book of Acts. Sorry, got a little kitten back here meowing. But anyways, yeah, this book discusses that. Why about the Yeshua family. Yes, Yeshua had brothers and sisters. He had James, Jude, Simon, if you want to call him Joseph. One sister was a Salome. Then just said one, but the others, they mention others, but they never mention one sister or other sister by name. But he had a family, and it's sort of like a Yeshua dynasty. He passes it down to James, and by church history, James passes away, and it goes to his cousin Simeon. Simeon passes away, and it goes to Yeshua's younger brother Jude. He becomes the leader, and then after that, it keeps going and keeps going. But like the Roman church and the pagans, they wanted to downplay that, so what they do, they pick up Peter. Peter was the successor, supposedly, because he supposedly had the keys, but that's a different story in itself. I might do another video on that later on. But anyways, yeah, in the back, it just has a bibliography in the back. I got this book off of Amazon, and surprisingly, it was real cheap. It's used, but it's real good condition. It cost me, probably about $4 something, and then I had $3 shipping charge. And I encourage you to get on there if you're interested in it. You want to discover James the Just, the brother of Yeshua, and all this circumstances, what's going on. It's right here. It's very well researched and everything. And I was like, I knew about James the Just, of course. And I was kind of wondering, like you at the very beginning, years and years ago, where did this James come from? He just pops up in the book of Acts. He just pops up as leader of the church. And I'm going to tell you, apparently in here it says him and Paul had their differences, and Peter too. Peter, of course, Paul talks about how he withstood Peter to his face for being a hypocrite, and I think that was in Galatians, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but anyways, it talks about other writings that are not non-canonical. They're not, but they still have some historical relevance, and talk about James, who the type of person James was, and how he was respected. He'd go into temple and pray all the time, and his knees are all ragged like camel skin. But yeah, look this up on Amazon.com. The brother of Yeshua. You need to know he had a family. He had a real family. Of course, we knew he had a mother. He had a stepfather, Joseph, a real father, Yahweh, and he had half siblings, brothers and sisters. We had cousins too, of course. And John the Baptist, of course, was one of his family members. Remember, Elizabeth and Mary, they were related. It says that in the Bible, so that could be a Yeshua dynasty there, a family thing. There was always a rumor that some of the apostles, like John and James, the other James, and Peter and Andrew were cousins, but I don't know about that. But that's just rumors I heard that they were somehow cousins and related too, but I don't know, that's speculation. But anyways, that's all I have to say right now. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you get this book. Let me know what you think about it, by the way. And please subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you again next time. Till we meet again, peace out and shalom.